everybody, welcome back to another episode of Geeks and Degenerates. Today we react to our what's the movie called again? Is it just Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, it's weird following the trend of we're not going to number it. We'll just say the same title, like Halloween 1970 something, and then Halloween 2018. Like I kind of hate that trend. Like, just give it a number or a subtitle, please.
Jason X in
Oh
space.
god. But yeah, with me today is John, and yeah, Halloween has come early, I guess, with the return of the face of madness, as the promo says. Leatherface.
Oh, also, I'd like to mention, I'm in a new area, so you see a little bit more of the artwork.
Fancy.
Just like it. Also, I will be fixing the lighting here. I know it's horrible right now, but yeah, I'll get to it. New place, trying to adjust.
Yeah, it's also following the trend of I survived the massacre way back when with
Sorry, okay, no.
Alright. Well, bottom line is this movie's poo-poo. Alright, bye folks. You can follow me at Gandalf's. Right, fine.
He calls us Facebook.com/Geeks and Degenerates.
Were you excited for this movie at all?
Hell no. No. Well, I mean, because we got so much like Friday the 13th, which we got like back in early 2010s, and then we got Halloween, where actually no, Halloween was okay. Like I got to the point where I was like, okay, if this is gonna be bad, I'm not gonna be surprised. If it's gonna be good, like thank God.
Yeah.
And this is, I hate that they're following the trend of like last lone survivor of the first movie is the one who's gonna kill the killer. I'm like, oh. Okay.
You mentioned Halloween. Like, the only reason why I think I like Halloween 2018 is because Michael's pretty cool in that, but the rest of the characters are pretty garbage.
Yeah.
Except for Laurie Strode. She's badass.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, I was like, that's like my crush actress there. But like, other than that, like the character here, I don't remember watching the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre, so I don't feel as attached.
Yeah, it's been a while for me too.
Yeah, same here. So like, I don't know, like I don't know if I should care for this character or not.
Yeah, and like unlike Halloween, where at least you had Michael, here I don't care about anyone because Leatherface, yeah, he's a chainsaw, but he's not, the scariest among them. For me, it's like
No. Oh, Freddy, yes, of course. From all of them, Freddy's the scariest because the man is from a different world.
Yeah,
he's not a serial killer. He's not just a
haunts you when you're most vulnerable.
Right? He's not like a homicidal hillbilly.
Yeah,
he gets into your dreams, and he's pretty much a like corporeal entity.
Yeah,
But like with Leatherface, I would say he's way more scarier than Michael. I would say Michael's is a way better how would you say character or developed character.
So just because of the chainsaw?
No. But if you see that man cutting people's faces off and then putting like the dead body on display, and it's like, the face looks like that. Without that skin, I was like, ugh. That's freaky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would say Leatherface is way more creepier than Michael because I don't know. Plus, Leatherface runs. Like this is the first. Like you see Jason, you see Michael, you see, Freddie Mercury. Sorry, I'm kidding. Freddy Krueger. Like they all walk. It's menacing as fuck, but like a dude with a chainsaw just rushing at you, that's way scary. Sorry. Are you sure? It's intimidating when the bad guy just walks at you and keeps up nonetheless, but like when he starts running, that's when I'm like, ah.
I mean, sure. Vader is menacing when he's just walking towards you, but if he's charging at you, like, oh, what did I do?
Yeah, what more if Vader went for like a full sprint at you?
Like, fuck. But what's the plot? The plot follows these young adults trying to make this town better than what it was. This obviously, town that's deep in Texas that still has the Confederacy flag. There's a lot of problems.
As every real estate agent would say, location, location, location. And I swear to God, this guy had zero location because, like, man, you could have started at like Cali or something, or like Ohio. I don't know. You want to start somewhere that's not the city. Like, go to somewhere that doesn't have like the whole red banner thing going on.
And like, the moment they start talking, I'm like, I can tell I don't like these characters. Except
Dude,
for Lila. Lila's like the only like,
Lila, dude. Okay, speaking of Lila, this was one of the first characters I was like, holy shit, this movie has depth. Like, from everybody else, from the guy who drives the Tesla, from Lila's sister, from the
girlfriend.
future fiance of
Yeah.
the dude. They didn't have any character to it. While Lila was a school shooting survivor. I'm like, wow. Kind of a weird way to shoehorn a subject, but like, I'm glad they did it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They don't
the
really
school
do
shootings are
much
done.
with it.
Sorry. But yeah, they don't do much with it, but it is like, say, a bit of character progression
Yeah.
when everybody else is cut and paste.
Yeah, because she has to get guilt of like, why did I survive when everyone else around me died? So that
Right.
adds depth, somewhat depth to her character.
Yeah, and like, oh, everybody was like a straight A student or something like that, or everybody had potential but me. Why did I survive? And I was like, and she has like a bullet wound to show for it, and
Yeah.
they show scenes of a. I'm very surprised that they were able to show this
Yeah.
in movies. But I'm kind of happy they did because, like, yeah, that is the situation in the U.S., which really sucks.
Yeah, and like when they were commenting on the Texas guy, Rich was it? It's like, why does he have a gun? Is he compensating for? Like, are you really gonna trigger the guy in the middle of
Dude,
nowhere?
I wanted to choke this bitch out. I was like, oh yeah, the guy with a completely deadly weapon. Yeah, let's antagonize him.
Who was
Let's
kind of serial
aggravate him.
killer vibes? Like, you really want to do this in the middle of nowhere?
Hey, like, I get it if you got back in the car and drove away and be like, yeah, what's he compensating for? No, no, she's like, it's like, dude with a butcher knife. What are you compensating for something? You're like,
It's like this man could be a serial killer for all you know.
right? You're deep in Texas. You don't know if he's crazy and would shoot you right on the spot,
Or how quick his draw is. Like, you really want to antagonize this mofo?
right? Like, I get you're entitled to your own opinion, but my God, read the situation, bitch.
Yeah. And he doesn't
You're not welcomed here.
he doesn't look like the friendliest soul on the planet either. So I'm like, you really want to do this right now? Just
Right.
get in the fucking car and just drive away.
Right, but I mean, like, I appreciate that Rich was like kind of a calm cucumber about it. Like, he makes a dick joke about it, and
Yeah.
like she makes a dick joke about it, and they kind of move on. And yeah, he blows smokes into them. I'm like, who drives with their windows down? By the way, you're in a fucking Tesla. Use the air conditioning for fuck's sake.
Right? And then they find this house with the Confederacy flag in the town. They're like, that can't happen. We have investors, and you know,
We have progressive investors.
yeah, it's 2022 for fuck's sake. And then they try to
Yeah,
take it
that's
down
there.
in this old lady's house, and like, first they're like, "What are you doing here? This is not your house. You don't live here." And then they're like, "I'm sorry, just calm down." We're like, you antagonize her, and then you're like, "I'm sorry."
Yeah. Okay, I kind of get where the guy's coming from though, because it's like,
Yeah, the guy I get.
care a lot of you, the kinds of you, and then she says the N word. I'm like, oh shit. I was like, oh, there we go.
Like I at that point, I'm like, I expect that to happen. From
Yeah, but
some of her age, I'm like, of course you would say that.
yeah. And also, they find out that the guy who Mel, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, she is. That's who Mel insulted in the gas station was actually the seller for the town that the guy was talking to on the phone. And she's like, what the hell are you doing here? And I'm like, he's selling the town. Damn,
no
bitch, if
problem.
only you kept your mouth shut, you know? If you didn't antagonize everybody you thought was wrong. God damn, I want to bitch slap this chick. She annoyed me the entire way. I was like, please, God, take her first.
again, we
Take
don't
her first.
condone violence against women, but
No,
they're
but she's an annoying character.
yeah,
She is
yeah.
an annoying.
Like there are a lot of people in this world that are so self-righteous. You're like, I want to fucking smack you.
You're right? Like,
Uh,
and like, no, like, okay.
but why?
Nothing against the actress.
Yeah,
For sure, she was just following the script. It's just the character itself, like how he was written. It was just so dumb.
but I'm right. Like you can do it in a better way. Instead of just going "fuck you," and like that doesn't solve anything.
Yeah, again, I will not insult them. I won't go to the United States and be like, "Oh, you're carrying a 12 gauge shotgun. Are you compensating for like you got a small dick?" Like, sure. I would like to have a slug blasted into my face.
But yeah, they also find out in the house lives a very tall, lanky dude. And I'm like, that mofo's Leatherface isn't it?
That he ain't lanky. What are you talking about?
Like, sorry, lanky, beefy,
Beefy. I would say chunky.
chunky, beefy boy. You know, Seb's a player. Seb would do.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, the woman gets unwell. She's escorted away, along with Leatherface. And they're like, I mean, let's make sure she doesn't die on the spot at the very least.
Yeah, and then that's when like Mel started to have a conscience.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, then for some reason, the future wife writes in the Adams too. I'm like, why doesn't Mel do it? You caused this.
Right? And like, what was it? The the fiance of the guy like goes into the car and like, not gonna lie, I kind of like this scene. This is actually an intense scene in my opinion.
Yeah, Leatherface
Where-
is going berserk.
Yeah, where she's trying to revive his mom who just died in his lap, or like foster care person, and he shakes like the oxygen tank, and then like the guy's like trying to stop him because it's like I guess getting to his nerves.
Yeah.
The guy then Leatherface just breaks his arm, and bones are sticking out like jagged bone, and then stabs him in the throat. I was like, not gonna lie, that was creative.
Yeah.
That was creative.
And then he kills the remaining police officer en route, eventually.
Oh yeah, that was the weirdest thing. Like the guy pulled out his gun,
Yeah.
and then Leatherface just grabbed it and accidentally shot the guy in front.
Yeah, and the juggler like, oh shit.
Yeah, he gone.
He kills all of them, and then, as you mentioned before, skins his mom's face.
Yeah,
And uses it as his own. I'm like, damn, that is freaky. And then we
it is.
go back to town.
Oh. No, I would like to emphasize more on this scene because it was freaky because the entire time the girl who was the fiance, she was doing everything right.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was standing there in my head, I was like, just play dead, fucking play dead. He won't touch it if you just play dead. He'll just move on. And she does. What she does is like, oh, I'm gonna try grabbing the radio, and then like, when Leatherface like comes along and sees the guy who's still alive and bashes his head in with the oxygen tank, she goes back like she just plays dead. I was like, smart. That's
Yeah.
smart. Like the entire time she was playing the right, game.
Yeah.
It was just like that was kind of a bullshit. Like, oh, he wasn't anywhere near the car anymore, and then she found a way out, and then he just teleports in behind her. I was like,
Right. Like,
oh, she
what are you,
she would've-
Jason?
right? She should have survived that. She was doing everything right.
Though that radio call alerts the gas guy, who we saw in the beginning, who alerts Sally Hardesty, who we learn is following the Laurie Strode route of like, I've been waiting to kill him. I'm gonna bitch
Yeah.
about this later, but we
Yeah.
go back to town and Mel and Dante are looking for the deed, and we found out.
Dante, that's his name.
Yeah. Leatherface is there too. He cracks Dante's lower jaw really wide. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh no, I think he slices it.
So yeah, slices it, but at the same time, it's kind of dislocated.
Yeah, because like I guess he cut like the muscle that's like keeping it up.
Yeah. And then through adrenaline, I guess, he walks all the way to the redneck guy's place.
Man walking like a zombie and shit. I'm like, oh fuck. And oh yeah, speaking of which, before this like scene happens, the as they were wheeling out the mall of Leatherface to the ambulance, the guy overhears Mel saying that, "Oh, we killed her," and he gets a little bit pissed off and takes the keys away from him, like the keys to the Tesla, the keys to the bus that everybody was in.
Yeah.
And I was like, ah, shit! Of course, they found a way to keep everybody in this small town. but which was like, hey, I kind of get it.
Though Rich does hold his own kind of against Leatherface when he's trying to go in the house and rescue Mel.
Yeah, and okay. As much as I hate Mel, there was a lot of smart moves here.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, he sees him coming up. He knows he could protect her.
Yeah.
And she pushes the mirror in front of Leatherface towards him, so he sees that, oh, he's actually hiding behind the door. I was like, huh, I like that. Teamwork.
Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work, but unfortunately for
Yeah.
Rich, it's not enough because he cracks his knee and then shoves glass down his neck and then just bashes his skull in. Like,
Oh, but he put up a fight, though.
Yeah,
he put
he
up
did.
a fight, though.
That's a valiant effort.
I would say Rich was like an MVP. Like, yeah, he is a redneck, but like he was a cool redneck.
I was so worried for Lila though when she was coming to investigate where Mel was. I'm like, please don't kill Lila.
Yeah.
I really like
Okay.
this character.
Speaking of Lila and Rich, I really don't know what happened in that scene where
Oh yeah,
she comes out of the bathroom. I was like, did they? I don't know. I hope not.
I hope not.
I hope she just sees the bathroom.
Yeah, I hope Rich is just a cool guy enough to be like, no.
Yeah, but usually a cigarette in her mouth kind of indicates something.
Yeah, and that's where you kind of learned that Lila also knows how to handle a machine gun. Right? I guess, sure.
No, she doesn't.
I mean, she knows how to hold it, not really, fire it.
Then you don't know how to use it. I can hold something and not know how to
Yeah,
use
but
it.
she didn't know it was. Yeah, fuck it. She didn't know it was jammed or something. Or it had no.
It wasn't jammed for sure. The safety was on, and she didn't know how to switch it.
But going back to Lila rescuing Mel, they both escape to the bus, and that's when Leatherface has this, Vader hallway moment, which is pretty cool. Not gonna lie. No, I forgot. I'm like, alright, it's a chainsaw. It's not a fucking lightsaber, or it's so easy to cut through flesh, I guess.
Or it's not as flashy.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it was very flashy. I do like the neon light style of like. Plus, again, we get that stupid line from the trailer where he's like, "Try me, bro. I'll cancel you," or some shit like that.
Like, that's, like, yes, you're going, the guy obviously has someone else's face for a face and a chainsaw, and you're like, I'm gonna cancel you.
And you gotta love how the millennials are like, "Oh fuck, this ain't working. I don't know what to do."
Did you see the comments on some of the phones? Like,
Yeah, some are like, "What the fuck is this? What is this snuff film? This is so fake."
I'm like, this is stupid, but at the same time very funny.
It was actually very like, I kind of liked it because I was like, these entitled ferrets are getting it.
Oh man, yeah, I get the line just rubs me the wrong way. Like, oh, cancel, like, motherfucker.
Right?
It's like-
you know, I was
like
like, oh my
Mike-
god, he's in. I was like, oh my god, he's inside the bus. Everybody run! He was like, try me, bro. I'll cancel you.
It's like if the
Get
Joker,
him.
if Joker had like a gun cocked against your head, and you're like, I'll cancel you. You're like, the fuck? What are you gonna do?
You're everywhere on social media. Like, he cares.
Yeah. Like, you really think this guy gives a fuck about being cancelled? Sure, bro.
Sure.
But Lila and Mel escape just in time to meet with Sally Hardesty, who you learn in the beginning became a Texas Ranger, which goes into my graph like, you are hunting this man for the rest of your life. You're a Texas Ranger. You're in Texas. The only weapon you bring in this entire fight is a 12-gauge shotgun. Laurie Strode had a shit ton of guns. You just have one that doesn't have the best
Dude.
range either.
Hey, Kevin McAllister the shit out of her house too. This is why I like Laurie Strode way more than this character. No offense to like, okay, not gonna lie. How this old lady, I don't know what the actress's name is, but like,
She's not the original because the original died a couple of years ago, so they had to get her replacement.
like, This character here, she was kind of badass though. I kind of liked her because she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna hunt him down," and she's like an old lady. And she's yeah, has a shotgun. And she's kind of cool. She has a cowboy hat and everything. But like, she doesn't make the best decisions. Like with Laurie Strode, like when she has people around her, her first actions are keep them safe,
Mm-hmm.
then deal with this thing alone. So it's between me and him.
That's the complete opposite with Sally.
No. You're like, we're gonna keep you in this town. All this murderers around. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna find him or he gets to you first.
Yeah, I'll use you as bait. Like, what the fuck?
Right? So this is why I don't like this character all that much compared to Laurie Strode.
I do like the scene when Leatherface just comes charging, just hauling ass at her with a chainsaw. I'm like, that is intimidating.
No, yes, you're right. But this is the thing where they met. She meets up with Leatherface in his room, and she pretty much has a gun on him.
Do you
And she's like,
remember me?
yeah, she starts calling out all the names the friends that he killed,
Mhm.
and like, and she's like, say my name. Do you even remember me? Or like, just shoot.
Right?
Just don't. Just shoot. Do you think he can
Can-
talk?
Can you just shoot him first and then ask these questions?
Like kneecap him. Make sure he can't move towards you no more. Like blow off both of his knees and then maybe then you could have your own redemption speech. But no, she's like, I'm not gonna shoot you, I guess. I'm gonna just let you go and turn your back on me. I'm like, one, weird for Leatherface. Two, you wasted opportunity, lady.
Right? I feel like, again, if it's Laurie Strode, she'll just put him down and then ask these questions.
Yeah, I don't think Laurie Strode would have gone. Maybe she would have. Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think she would have
she'll
gone
kneecap.
sentimental. She would kneecap. She would
Yeah.
kneecap.
Especially if what happens to her daughter by the end of Halloween Kills. I'm like, I'm sure he'll torture him a bit and then kill him.
What happened to Halloween Kills again?
He forgot. Her daughter dies.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, he guts her, and then Mel tries to run him over, but he just flings his chainsaw at them.
Not gonna lie. That was a cool death though.
Yeah.
Because where you get picked up by the chainsaw, it's like, right, and like the person above it, I'm like, I don't know. That was a kind of a cool death for a character.
Yeah.
And then she gets tossed into the trash, and then she gives Lila like the speech of like, don't run, kill him, end this now, because he will chase you forever. And I'm like, no, he won't, because he didn't chase you.
Right? Like,
So I'm like-
he's minding his own business until these hippies showed up, and then all hell broke loose.
Hipsters, not hippies.
Oh, sorry,
Hippies and hipsters, completely
hipsters.
different things.
But yeah. Again, she tries to use the machine gun, doesn't know how to use it.
Yeah, it clicked. I was like, oh shit. I mean, she tried to figure it out while she was, but then Leatherface kind of swiped it out of her hands.
Yeah. And then she hunts him down to this movie theater. It's a showdown between her and him, and he drives her to the water at first, and then they both pop up. She's reaching for a shotgun, but he just tosses his chainsaw at her feet. Like, how do you still have legs?
This is what I liked about this movie is how creative, Leatherface is. Like, he uses his environment. Dude is smart. I got like when it comes to combat, like there's a piece of glass right next to him, and he's like holding somebody down. He just pushes their head into it,
Yeah.
and like he has like this hammer thing,
Mhm.
and he would just kneecap. He kneecap Rich. I was like, that's pretty cool. And now he tosses this. He slides the chainsaw on the ground, slicing like the Achilles tendon of Lila. I don't know how she's walking after that.
Right?
Like-
And then he's about to kill her, but Mel shoots him with the shotgun and then grabs the chainsaw. And I thought this was a lame finishing move where she just uppercuts him. I'm like, that's it? You didn't
Right?
gut him?
Like, you think that is enough?
Like, why didn't you just stab him when he's in the water? Why didn't you decapitate him, for fuck's sake?
Or just like shove the entire thing in his belly?
Yeah, bayonet charge it.
Right? Like, I don't care if I fall into the water. I know that's a for sure kill.
Yeah.
Once I get this chainsaw into this man's gut.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, But then we want to have another Chainsaw Massacre movie. Oh,
Who gives a fuck at this point?
I don't. Yeah, same here. I don't really care.
And then Laya and Mel hug, and at this point, I'm like, cool, the movie can end now, right?
Yeah.
And
I will say, I forgot to mention that one scene where Mel was being chased and she was under the floorboards,
yeah,
and pretty much they're playing a game of whack-a-mole, and like Leatherface like cuts a pipe and there's like shit all over Mel. I laughed at that part. I'm sorry. I would like the character, not the actress. Actress did a good job for whatever she was doing.
the
It's just
character
the
says something else.
Yeah, the characters.
And then the actual ending is the lamest thing I've ever seen. I'm like, wow, this is so
Like
predictable. It's funny.
it is because they're like so happy and the windows are down and they're like, I'm like, what are you doing? And then
Like, can you
and
make
you're
the
letting
autopilot?
autopilot.
Yeah.
No, look.
Can you
I get
leave
it.
Texas in general and then autopilot?
Right? I'm like, okay, I get it, Tesla. You like to show off your autopilot system, but when it's in a dire situation, I don't think 2 miles per hour is gonna cut it.
Especially if you just did this to a maniac.
Right? And I'm like, this pissed me off so much, man. Like, I swear.
It's seriously the lamest ending of any horror movie. Like, really?
It is, because it's not even satisfying because I hated this character the entire time. I didn't root for her, I didn't, like, and she finally, like, is able to go. I'm like, finally. Cool. And then she gets killed, and I was like, I get it, I hated her. But it didn't feel satisfying on how she died.
Would it have been more interesting if Lila got the end of that?
Yeah, that would have been more of a better ending in my opinion, where the one who didn't deserve it the most,
Yeah.
like, got it, and I'm like, yep, the world's cruel.
Yeah. I think that would have been more bitter taste. I'm like, what the fuck? Are you fucking serious? And then maybe by then, like, maybe I want to see a next one where Mel
Right?
changes and
Right.
gets him back.
And like, I mean, it is kind of cool. He has a head. He's swinging the chainsaw. I was like, "Ah!" And I'm like, okay, like, yeah, we got the good old Chainsaw Massacre ending.
Yeah.
But I mean, we got a cool credit scene with the
Uh,
neon lights.
and then we also get an after credit scene where he goes back to his old place.
Oh yeah, he goes back to the farm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, going back to the real beginning. I do like how all these movies open like a documentary.
Oh, like they're showing all the cases of like
Yeah.
how many people
And
are
there's like a
killed.
narration.
Yeah, yeah. I like that actually.
Yeah.
That was pretty.
Because, this whole series, the first one at least, was based on a true story, so having that narration just owning, be like, oh, was this real?
Like the footage of like seeing body bags and shit. Yeah, that's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Like also, I will say the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie with Jessica Biel in it, way better than this.
I haven't seen that in a while, but I remember the
It's,
guy from
it's
Full Metal Jacket's in it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It is kind of poopy caca, but like it is way better than this, in my opinion.
It's like fucking. If this is it, 1990s, like the Jessica Biel one is like it 2017.
Hey, in 2017 wasn't poopy caca.
I'm fine. I mean, just saying, this is bad.
But I got what you mean. I got what you mean. I got what you mean.
Ah man. So yeah. Yeah. This movie's kind of lame. Really lame.
It is there.
Like, there's some moments I'm like, that's interesting, and then it just goes back to like, wow, I'm just bored out of my mind.
No, yeah, like a lot of the time, while I was watching this movie, I wasn't really scared. I was more like trying to keep my head up. I'm like,
Yeah, that's the greatest sin of any horror movie. Like, can you scare me? No. What the fuck are you doing then?
right. And if you can't scare me, entice me. Like,
Yeah.
give me more character development.
Like-
give me more like
Doctor Sleep wasn't scary, but I love that movie because of the characters and how the story.
the story.
went. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for me, nothing can beat the original because the original had this grime to it. Like, oh my god, it's disgusting to watch. Am I watching a movie or a fucking snuff film?
Yeah.
Ratings.
All right, ratings. Shit, this one. I'm giving this one a 3. It's just a solid as 3. Cause what? I didn't care for anybody here besides Lila. I didn't even care for the old character, that she was supposed to represent.
Mm.
Like, oh, I'm gonna have this whole revenge. Like, I wasn't rooting for her either.
Yeah.
Like, I found her cool. Sure, she was an old lady with a shotgun. That's cool.
Maybe
If I'd
it's been some time since you've seen the original, so maybe if you watched it before, like maybe there'll be like some ooh, I remember, I care.
Also, I didn't get what the fuck they were trying to do in that town.
Yeah, like why of all the towns do you want?
No, I get it. I get it if you want to go into an old town and we're like, oh, I'm gonna make this town ours. If the foundations are good, hey, let's make like a video game area. We'll make a mall here.
Or like restore it.
Yeah, restore it.
But I feel like there are other better options in Texas.
No, but the lady that comes along who's like doing the auctions, and she was like, "Oh no, we're keeping it this way." It's like they love the rustic feel or like the antique feel. I'm like, then what the fuck is the point of you guys being here?
Yeah, it's like I don't get you. Is this just to maintain or restore maintain? Well, obviously to just maintain. Like why?
Yeah, like they said, oh, we'll clean the place up. They're like, no, you don't need to. They like this kind of stuff. I'm like,
why?
What the fuck's your point here?
Yeah.
No, it's like probably they have they just like old dirty stuff. But why would you spend so much money here?
Right.
I don't get it. But anyway, yeah, I still don't get it. Why these people came to this town. And I thought they were trying to make like a new town to revive it.
Yeah.
But like,
or make it like what vegan is to us, like make it a heritage town.
Yeah, but anyway, sorry, I'm rambling again. But like, yeah, the story is kind of shit. The majority of the characters is bad except for Rich and Lila. And Leatherface, like, as cool as how he killed people, and especially the bus scene. That was fun to watch. I don't know, not much depth on that character. Yeah. Like how they did with Michael, since they're already expanding on the whole. He's more than just a serial killer. Like, oh, he's supposed to be like the entity of evil. Yeah, like I didn't really care much for Leatherface here.
Yeah.
I would say Halloween 2018 did it way better. With the exact same plot. But yeah, other than that, I would say, yeah, it's a 3 out of 10 for me.
Two spots go to Rich and Lila, and then the other half spot goes to how cool some of the kills were and how cool Leatherface was. But that's about it. Like I don't think I'll ever watch this movie again. I wasn't even hyped to begin with. I'm like, all right, let's see what happens. But then when it ended, I'm like, wow, that's so lame. I don't even know if it's lazy or just lame. But yeah, it feels like it feels lazy too because it's like standard horror movie. We're going to make another one. Like, please God, don't. Again, not the actors' fault. They're just following the script. But I didn't like majority of them except for Lila because she's the only one that had some sort of depth to her. But yeah. That has been our video on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the 2022 version. What do you guys think? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Yeah, man, my God, this sets up all the energy from me because it just.
Yeah, it's straight up shit.
Yeah. I'll be surprised if anyone defends it. Like, why? Okay. But you can find us at facebook.com/geeks and degenerates. We react to trailers such as this one. And we also stream video games once in a while. Individually, you can find me at Gandalfus1995, same as on Twitter. You, John.
Oh, you can find me at JohnGOM on Instagram. It is my account.
Alright. Please remember to stay safe, wear a mask, social distance, and get vaccinated if you can. That's all the time we have, folks. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.
So,
Man, this movie sucks.
this movie did so.